one came out looking good, and several people came out looking worse.
I would have rather them, like, everybody knew who was going to win. There was no question. They should have just had him run roughshod. Just have him come out like number 5 or 6. And just throw everybody out one at a time. It couldn't have been any worse than what we saw. Just have him throw everybody out.
I don't know if
Superman punch JBL on the outside and just go home.
I'm not sure if there could have been a bigger slap in the face than Big Show and Kane, though. I think their entrance and then utter annihilation of everyone else.
It got to where, I mean, obviously we're live tweeting this, and I'm watching the Royal Rumble happen, and I'm watching Twitter, and I had to laugh. I just put the phone down, like, because it was about to go up in flames. I just laughed because it was, come on, it's Kane with a crew cut sort of gimmick and like slacks and elbow pads, and the Big Show, and I don't know, man. I don't even know what else to say. It's fucking garbage, terrible. But here we are, like I said, Fastlane. We'll get into the predictions. We'll kind of go match by match. I'll have some quick predictions later on in the show. But before Fastlane, Sam, just last week, NXT. The opposite end of the spectrum. NXT had another live special headlined by Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, finally going down in the WWE Universe, and some other pretty solid stuff on the card. So I'm going to get your thoughts on NXT TakeOver. Was it called Rival this time?
Was it a Rival, or was it some other kooky name that they cooked up in the...
I think it was just Rival.
Just Rival. Oh. It was.
NXT TakeOver, Rival.
I mean, that's a better name than half of the other ones. I really enjoy the show. I think NXT does really good with these specials, and I thought it was fun. I thought the women's match was really darn good. But Owens versus Zayn was really darn good. Corbin and Dempsey was not terrible, so that's a plus. Not being bad is a plus for that match.
It was kept short, which is what it needed to be.
Bingo. And Itami let loose a little bit more than usual. So yeah. That's I wasn't as high on Baylor versus Neville as others, but everything else I had a fun time watching.
No, I mean Baylor Neville was good. Some people were calling it like early match of the year. No, it wasn't even match of the month. Here's the thing: I liked Owens and Neville, I liked Owens and Neville more from this past Thursday. I liked Owens versus Zayn from TakeOver probably more because that is just the beginning of a story, and that was booked great. That was great. Like that is what should have happened to me. I was kind of I wasn't sure that they would pull the trigger on Owens winning the title, but then on the flip side, if he hadn't won the title, like, would that have hurt him? You know what I mean? Like, would that have hurt him going forward in NXT?
Yeah, I don't think it would have hurt him, but I think it was a good call to give him the strap right now, just because Zayn is really good at chasing the belt. The ending, I thought the ending was really good, but I don't think it was really great in the moment for me, just because it was very confusing in the WWE landscape to see it end like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've been thinking about it, because I know some people hated it, because I guess it's not something that we're used to seeing from the WWE. Some people wish there was a different ending, but it plays off of Sami Zayn and the whole, even during the match, they were talking about how resilient he was and this, that, and the other, and the look at some of the people in the crowd, I mean, that told the story right there. They bit that hook, line, and sinker. I mean, he took like 10 power bombs, which, I've seen worse, you've seen worse. But the WWE, especially in this day and age, you don't really see anything to that level of, I guess that's their level of brutality these days.
See, my issue was, when the match ended, I didn't know who won. And that held it
back for me. That is true. I was kind of, because I was kind of confused for just a second, because everybody was running in, and they finally decided to, stop it and give the belt to Owens. I wasn't sure they were going to give him the belt.
Because 90% of the time in that situation, when someone's hurting the other guy too much and not stopping, the other guy gets disqualified. And I don't know why that happens, but I've been conditioned to the point where I just assume that's what's going to happen. And the fact that it didn't happen here, it was like, oh, that's against canon. I don't get it. But, thus, when on a rewatch, knowing this is how they meant to end it, it made more sense and it worked better for me. And I really liked it.
Yeah, and like I said, we got a good match, I thought, this past week on NXT with Adrian Neville and Kevin Owens. Good stuff. We have Owens and Finn Balor to look forward to now. What are the odds we get an NXT match at WrestleMania, Sam? I'm gonna put the odds at 8%.
I'm gonna put it at like 5 to 1.
That's not bad.
I think it's an okay chance. I don't think it's likely, but I think there's a shot.
Like an NXT showcase, or perhaps there'll be some participants in the. I'm assuming we're getting the Andre the Giant Battle Royal again.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I would not be surprised.
Throw him in there.
Swerve Bull Dempsey is the one who's going to make it.
You know what? In all honesty, I probably wouldn't see Bull Dempsey, but I wonder if Vince McMahon rubs his hands together all dastardly when he sees Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin is an interesting looking fella.
Yeah, he is.
He just creeps me out a little bit. Just a little bit.
He's looks like somebody who would be standing outside your window at this time of night, just looking.
Very sure.
Like his his denim vest and whatever, that blank stare.
He doesn't see. While he has the size, he doesn't seem like a prototypical look still, because his face is just so mug-like.
Yeah, he's an oddball character. He's a weirdo. They're gonna push him because he gets a reaction.
Oh yeah.
Which I will say this: I don't know if maybe I'm just listening differently or whatever, but it seems like it's kind of tapered a little bit. Maybe not with the female contingent, but it's kind of like the Goldberg thing. Like he once he had to go longer than 30 seconds, people started to lose a little bit of interest as far as the NXT crowd. But I don't know. He's going to get pushed. He's probably going to get called up to the main roster before half the people that should get called up. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we're going to see where everything goes. Because I really have no idea what's going to be called up next.
I'm going to say Sami Zayn. He seems to be working a lot of tours now.
I would say that if they didn't end the Owens match the way they did.
That is true. I would like to see. Me personally, I would like to see it stretched out. Because for those of us who have followed Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens for a long time, they have a chance to do something pretty special down there at Full Sail. So we'll see if they are allowed to create some more of that magic. You're probably not going to get Ladder War.
No.
I don't think we're going to get anything to that level. But they could do some fun stuff down there. So I'm looking forward to.
I don't remember who said it, but someone said maybe the first NXT cage match.
Yeah, there you go.
I would definitely see this being one of the few NXT matches that ends in a big gimmick.
There you go. Stretch it all the way out to Hell in a Cell.
Stretch it out?
I don't know. I like the old school steel cage better, so.
The blue one?
No, I mean just like an old school steel cage match.
Oh. I get you now.
Not Big Blue.
I thought you meant the actual structure.
If they do bring back Big Blue, though, I will probably cry tears of joy. But with that said, Sam, you also brought up the excellent women's match. Sasha Banks finally capturing the NXT Divas Championship, which, of course, this week has led to rumors of Charlotte possibly getting called up, and a maybe not Twitter feud with Paige. I was just reading this before we got on the air. I have no idea why this is going down this way, but hey, whatever, man.
It's all weird. Yeah. I don't quite going about it that way, but they're going for it. I mean, between Charlotte and Paige and Adam Rose and Zack Ryder, Twitter feuds are ablaze in the WWE.
That's right. It's the new kayfabe. You gotta start your feuds on Twitter. I always kind of thought, once she sort of broke out against Natalya last year, that she would probably get a little preferential treatment as far as call-ups to the main roster because of who her father is, of course. I don't know that she's ready. And I say this because I believe Shauna and I had this conversation, and I still kind of hold true to it. Like the week-to-week NXT shows when she's on there just doing her thing, it's not very captivating to me. But she seems to elevate in the bigger matches. Like on all these sort of takeover specials, she seems to definitely, elevate and bring her A game. So I don't know if I'm ready for her. Because if she got 3 minutes on Raw, I don't think I would care so much after a month or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Admittedly, the way I keep up with most of NXT is through the specials, so I have probably a higher opinion of her than some others, just because I don't watch a whole lot of the week-to-week, since I find it mostly boring regardless. But I just want drunk Ric Flair promos, so I'm hoping she gets called up sooner rather than later. Because
kind of got one this past month.
Oh, we definitely got one. He was drunk as a skunk. And if anyone says otherwise, they're lying. They're lying to themselves. He was barely able to stand. It was great.
He's like drunk uncle on Saturday Night Live, but the wrestling version.
He's exactly like that.
I'll tell you a story about the Stinger.
Let me tell you about Sting. Just great.
Yeah. But, I don't have a problem with Charlotte going up. Not at all. I mean, I do enjoy her work. Like I said, I just feel like, the week, because I do watch week to week, or at least most weeks. It's just that's the only thing really that I don't want to say even irks me. It just kind of it's noticeable by me. But whatever. I don't care. I think we need an influx of new women on the main roster. I'd rather than build around Paige, than the Nikki Bellas of the world. So if you give me Paige and Charlotte, and that leads to whoever else that wants to come up, Becky Lynch, which I find Corey Graves bashing Becky Lynch kind of humorous.
It's weird. I don't get it. Is there something I missed?
Well, when